Hey guys, hey, it's Dora here. How are you doing? Today will be a triathlon video because tomorrow I'm heading for my first and last triathlon this season. That's the plan, really. Unfortunately or fortunately, I will have only one triathlon, and afterwards I'm really 100% focusing on swimming because I have the Master Swimming European Championship in 2 months' time. Really looking forward to this triathlon. I was really excited the whole week as well. Last weekend we went out with my Dutch team, my Dutch triathletes, really for an open water swim competition in the same place where the triathlon will be, and it went really great for the whole team. As mentioned already a few videos ago as well, I would be super happy to make any triathlon related videos for you as well. Just let me know what are your questions, what are you interested in, drop in the comment box down below, because yeah, it would be great to know what you are interested in. I was planning to go through what I'm packing sport by sport, and I will also providing you all the links down below in the comment box. And the first item then it's swimming, and of course triathlon we are talking about. So one of the key pieces you will be wearing at your triathlon, it's a triathlon suit. You can have a triathlon suit, of course. It makes your life easier because though you don't have to change any clothes between the 3 disciplines. But if you cannot afford, for example, that's also fine. You can just have a speedo on, a swimming suit on, and then you are changing for the cycling and afterwards for running. It's just a bit more struggle, and I don't think that I find it so handy, but that's okay as well, absolutely. Even you are a beginner maybe, and then you will check this year if you like triathlon, and if you like, maybe you will invest in triathlon suit next year. So this is my triathlon suit. This is my own team's triathlon suit from Triathlon. This was made one of the Hungarian companies I produce with all the triathlon pieces and also some running shirts. I really love this. It's the 2nd year. I didn't have anything new this year. This is also 2 years ago my company's design, and using this really every week in the summer, in the spring, and the quality is still top. So if you are, for example, investing in a quality triathlon suit, you can easily get out 2, even 3 years of these suits because these are just really well made. So this is the one I really like, the short sleeve one. It's just giving a bit more coverage, also because the Netherlands is usually not so warm that you would need really a sleeveless triathlon suit. So this I will be having for all the 3 disciplines. And I'm just sometimes picking some stuff, so that's why you can see my head disappearing. Swimming goggles. This is my favorite for years long now. This is from Arena, one of their race-specific goggles, but I'm also using it for training. And this is with the swipe technology. You can see the sticker here. So if it's fogging a bit, you can just really with your fingers go in and really swipe it, and then the fog is away. So that's what I find really handy. I have also a reserve pair which I'm reserving for the Swimming Europeans. That's maybe also a good tip for you. If you like one of the goggles what you have, go for a 2nd pair because they might be discontinued. Also the inflation is here, even in the stable countries. It's just getting more and more expensive. If you see a good sales as well, go for it, buy a 2nd pair. Though from these goggles I usually use a pair for 2-3 years as well, so it's really going with those trainings. And one other key piece, of course, mentioned also, the Netherlands is not the warmest country. Last few days we had really nice summer temperatures, but tomorrow it will be again like 20 Celsius. The water is around 20 Celsius as well, and the temperature of the air will be around that as well. It means a wetsuit day. I'm not a big fan of wetsuit myself. I mentioned I really feel free when I can really go in my speedos, my arenas, and wetsuit, not my favorite. But this one I have for approximately 5 years now. This is from Dare to Try. This was their race suit at the time, Mach 5, only 1.5 millimeters at the shoulder. You can really feel it if you are touching it. It's another material. So here in the shoulders it's really almost like nothing, and of course at the other key parts of the wetsuit where you have some buoyancy, where you have to have that extra support, it's there. It's more millimeters at those panels. In this one I can swim. I have also one which I'm using only for training, and that's 5 millimeters everywhere. I feel like a prison. But if I would use this for all the swims, it would definitely not last for 5 years because these not for 5 years really. So it's still in good quality and I can recommend definitely. I'm really satisfied with this one. But I also find really important, some wetsuits are causing you chafing at your neck, and there some lubricants are really handy. I'm using this very cheap jelly from the drogery, and it's fine, it's like 2 euros. So it's perfectly okay. You can also use some baby oils, and there are specific creams also for wetsuits. I never had an issue with using some drogery products, and that's okay. I'm also using this jelly for my arms and also for my legs, my lower leg, because then it's easier to really get rid of that wetsuit and also easier to put on if it's quite tight. And the wetsuit of course have to be tight, otherwise you are just getting all the water into the wetsuit. So this is one of the practical advice I wanted to share. And let's go to the second part, and that's cycling. I have a few pieces of items here as well. Of course, I'm a woman, so I need a sport bra as well. I'm not someone who doesn't need a sport bra. Actually, I have this t-shirt from Ironman West Friesland, which will be the race we are heading tomorrow. So on the sport bra, I'm using this one from Nike. It's my favorite for many years, and it's also an update from last year, because I think last year I was using a Brooks one, which is discontinued. So that's why I went back to the Nike, because that was also discontinued before, but last year fortunately I could find a few on the Nike site, and I bought just 4 of the same, 2 whites and 2 blacks, because this is one of the high support tops I love. For running, for triathlons, this is my go-to. Of course, mentioned 3-suit, so new 3-suit you don't need for the cycling. I will be cycling and running in a pair of socks, because some people don't do it, and of course if you are going for all the seconds you don't need it, but I'm not going for a place here really. I would like to enjoy the race and have still a good competition, but yeah, I will not be in the podium. That's something we can say. So you know from the last years as well, my favorite running sock and cycling sock company is Incylence, and yeah, I have a few pairs of their products, and this one is the one I will be using tomorrow. I'm also not changing before cycling and running. I will be using the same pair for the 2 disciplines. Cycling, and that's very important, safety. And of course you cannot race anymore a cycling or a triathlon race without a helmet. It was okay in the 70s, not anymore, luckily, and that's really important. So on the helmet, I have this from Cat-like, a very simple, but I love this one. My average cycling speed, for example, in Ironman is also 29-30 km/h, so I don't find it really important to have that super aero and super design. This is just fine. I bought it in 2017 when I had a little accident with the bike. If you have any accidents with your bike helmet, it's also very important to really throw it away, because it could have caused a structural issue in the helmet, and then the protection might not be 100%. So this is one I'm using for 5 years, and maybe it's time next year to buy a new one, because these things also have kind of expiry date. I love to cycle with a pair of sunglasses, a pair of shades, using Oakley for a few years now. This is one I just bought in the winter. I have another design as well, just this is my favorite. They say it's not really too big on your eyes, but for me it's fine, I really love it. It just is perfectly also for cycling and also for running. This will be the pair I will be using for those 2 disciplines. Let's go to the cycling shoes. This is the one for the race now for me, and also very handy with those 2 straps. You don't have to really go for that elastics and so. And more or less that's the end. You had so many stuff already on the cycling that basically one thing you have to change after cycling, and that's the pair of shoes. You need a pair of running shoes. And to be completely honest, I bought my Nike Alphaflys in the winter, and this spring, because of my health issues, I didn't have any marathons, didn't have any half marathons, not even a short running race, and I just tried my Alphafly 2 weeks ago or so with the last tapering sessions, the last intervals, and I didn't like so much. We did not become really good friends. I will be needing some more testing for those Alphaflies. So that's why I decided I'm going for the Nike Vaporfly. I ran the challenge Almere last year in this pair, and I also ran in Ironman Maastricht, half Ironman a year ago. Super, I feel just more comfortable now in the Vaporfly. And the plan is really also for the nutrition side. I'm having some oatmeal in the morning with a coffee. Before the race, before the swimming, 1 gel from Hammer, and on the bike 2 gels. And on the running, there will be 0 gels. I think 10 km I will be doing without any gels. The last gel on the bike I will be just taking before getting off the bike. And besides that, I will be really drinking water, nothing really specific now. I don't think I will be doing any electrolytes. And let me know if you have any questions in the comment box below. I would be super interested to answer those questions. If you are not a subscriber yet, please subscribe to the channel. That would help ton for the channel, and also please give a thumbs up. Thanks for watching until the end, and see you in the next video. Bye!